Good morning, this is C. Rachna, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about how to find the eigenvalues and how to find the eigenvector for the given matrix capital A. Our today's topic is finding eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix. First, we have to write the characteristic of a matrix. Suppose capital A is any given matrix. We write capital A equal to Aij general form of the order n by n, which is a square matrix. A non-zero vector capital X is said to be eigenvector or characteristic vector of capital A if there exists a scalar lambda. Lambda is here scalar which is not equal to 0, sometimes equal to 0. Scalar lambda such that we have the condition A x equal to lambda x. A is nothing but given matrix A. So if we take the lambda is any scalar and x is eigenvector, we write Ax equal to lambda x form. So if Ax equal to lambda x and x must be here not equal to 0. X is here column matrix. Column matrix here we call eigenvector or characteristic vector of capital A. Then we say that lambda is the eigenvalue or characteristic value of capital A. Suppose I am taking capital A 2 by 2 matrix 5, 4, 1, 2. X I am choosing 1 minus 1 which is a column matrix. So if we take A into X, multiply A and X matrices. A is a 2 by 2 matrix order and X is 2 by 1 matrix order. We'll get 2 by 1 value. Nothing but multiply 5 ones are 5 minus 4. Nothing but we'll get 1. 1 ones are 1 minus 2 will get minus 1. So we write Ax equal to some lambda into again x. So here 1 is said to be characteristic value of given matrix capital A and 1 comma minus 1 which is a vector. Column vector or column matrix is said to be characteristic vector of capital A. So here characteristic vector is nothing but 1 comma minus 1. And the characteristic roots are, we call here, eigenvalues of capital A is 1. We notice that the eigenvalue of a square matrix capital A can be 0, but a 0 vector cannot be an eigenvector of capital A. Suppose lambda is maybe 0, nothing but characteristic value or eigenvalue or root of the polynomial of the given equation. Then lambda equal to 0 but x is must be not equal to 0. So all the eigenvectors should be non-zero vectors. So method of finding the eigenvectors of a matrix. Suppose consider A is Aij n by n matrix and x is here eigenvector of capital A. Corresponding to each eigenvalue lambda we can get the eigenvector. So for that, by the definition, I am writing Ax equal to lambda x. So I am writing lambda into some I. Here x is a vector, lambda is a scalar, and left hand side A and x both are vectors, nothing but matrices. A is a matrix, x is nothing but eigenvector. Here we call matrix. So Ax equal to I am writing some lambda into I into x. So I am taking lambda I x. Left hand side we get Ax minus lambda I of x. So I am taking x outside. So A minus lambda into I of x equal to 0. This is a homogeneous system of n equations in n unknowns. We'll have a non-zero solution of x if and only if we have the condition determinant of that A minus lambda I equal to 0. So here A minus lambda I is called the characteristic matrix of capital A. Here A is a matrix, any order matrix minus lambda is scalar. I already we know I is nothing but identity matrix of order anything. So if we take this, we'll get some matrix. So A minus lambda I is nothing but characteristic matrix of capital A. So here we have to remember lambda is a scalar and x is nothing but characteristic vector, or we find eigenvectors. And determinant of a minus lambda I is a polynomial in terms of lambda. Degree n. Generally, I am considering capital A is a matrix of order n. So, determinant of a minus lambda I is nothing but characteristic polynomial of capital A. If we solve a minus lambda I is a matrix, determinant of a minus lambda I is nothing but polynomial of capital A. Simply we call characteristic polynomial of capital A. And det A minus lambda I equal to 0 is nothing but characteristic equation of capital A. Capital A is here given matrix of order. Generally I am taking n by n. A is the given matrix of order n. Then det A minus lambda I equal to 0 is nothing but characteristic equation of given matrix A. Now solving characteristic equation A, we get the roots. So generally I am considering n by n. So we have nth degree polynomial equation. If we take that a minus lambda I equal to 0, we get nth order polynomial equation. So already we know if nth order polynomial means we get n roots. The roots are I am considering like lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, lambda n. For nth degree polynomial, we have n roots. Those roots are nothing but lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, lambda n. These roots are sometimes equal, sometimes not equal. So lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, lambda n. These are called the characteristic roots or eigenvalues of the matrix. So corresponding to each of these n eigenvalues, we can find the characteristic vector. So if A is a matrix of order 3 by 3, then if A is order 3 by 3 means definitely we'll get a third degree polynomial equation. So for the third degree polynomial equation, we'll get 3 roots. The roots are here nothing but eigenvalues. The 3 eigenvalues are here lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. So corresponding to each and every lambda, we get eigenvector. For lambda 1, we get x1. x1 is here eigenvector. Eigenvector of lambda 1 is nothing but x1. For lambda 2, we have x2. For lambda 3, we have x3. So for different eigenvalues or repeated eigenvalues, we will get definitely 3 different or 3 distinct eigenvectors. So procedure to find eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Suppose capital A is a general matrix, n by n ordered matrix. So I'm taking capital A is A11, A12 and so on, A1n. How many rows and how many columns in this? N rows. Here order is n by n. So which is a square matrix. Here I'm taking n rows and n column matrix. So the characteristic matrix is nothing but A minus lambda I. A minus lambda is nothing but take the minus lambda only for the diagonal elements. Here A is the given matrix minus lambda into I. Already we know I is nothing but identity matrix. Identity matrix is nothing but we have only diagonals, remaining all are zeros. So if we take minus lambda into identity, only these diagonals having minus lambda into 1, minus lambda. So A minus lambda into I, which is nothing but characteristic matrix. So then the characteristic polynomial is nothing but det of A minus lambda I. So the characteristic matrix is only A minus lambda I. The characteristic polynomial is nothing but determinant of A minus lambda I. So take minus lambda for diagonal elements and remaining all are same. So the characteristic equation is now determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. We solve this, we get roots. How many roots we'll get for this equation? N roots. Generally the A order is n by n. So that's why we get n roots. We get n roots and these roots are called eigenvalues or latent roots or proper values. So these roots are called eigenvalues or latent roots or sometimes we call characteristic roots also. So let each one of these eigenvalues, say lambda, their eigenvector capital X corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda is obtained by solving homogeneous system. So here we have A minus lambda I of x. X is nothing but unknown matrix that we have to find, which is equal to 0 matrix. 0 nothing but column 0 matrix. So A minus lambda I of x equal to 0. This is a homogeneous system of equation. By solving this, we get the characteristic vector or eigenvector capital X. From this, we will find the unknown values. Those unknowns are here x1, x2 and so on, xn. So, I am determining the non-trivial solutions. So, here we have one problem. Find the eigenvalues and the corresponding eigenvectors of the matrix 2, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 2. I am taking one 3 by 3 matrix. So, let I am taking that matrix is capital A. Now first take the characteristic equation. Directly take the characteristic equation. Already we know how to write the characteristic matrix and characteristic polynomial, and this is the characteristic equation. A minus lambda I is nothing but characteristic matrix. A is a given matrix minus lambda into identity matrix. Now consider here 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, which is I matrix, minus lambda into A is nothing but given matrix. So if we take A minus lambda into I, we'll get 2 minus lambda. Only the diagonal entries having minus lambda. So here the given matrix diagonals are 2. So A minus lambda I is nothing but 2 minus lambda. Remaining are same. Here we have lambda only for the in the diagonal elements. So 0, and next one is 2 minus lambda 0, and next is 1 0 2 minus lambda. This is the characteristic matrix. Now we want here characteristic equation to find the eigenvalues or characteristic roots. So for that I am taking det A minus lambda I. Determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Already we have A minus lambda I matrix. Take the determinant of that A minus lambda I, make equal to 0, which is nothing but characteristic equation. So if we solve this, we get the polynomial equation. So take AD minus BC form. Take the determinant of 3 by 3. So I am taking 2 minus lambda into 2 minus lambda, 2 minus lambda, 2 minus lambda all square. Second term 0, I am not writing. And third one plus 1 into again AD minus BC form, minus of 2 minus lambda. So for 3 by 3 already we know how to find the determinant of 3 by 3 ordered matrix. Same here also we did determinant. So next 2 minus lambda whole cube minus lambda minus 2 equal to 0. Next step lambda minus 2 into minus of lambda minus 2 whole square minus 1 equal to 0. Take lambda minus 2 common and write minus lambda square plus 4 lambda minus 3 equal to 0. So if we solve this, we get the factors. Those are nothing but lambda minus 2, lambda minus 3, lambda minus 1 equal to 0. So if we take equal to 0, we get 3 roots. Those roots are nothing but 1, 3, 2. So lambda equal to here 1 and here 2 and one more is 3. Lambda equal to 1, 2, 3 are nothing but eigenvalues or characteristic roots. So for corresponding to each and every lambda, we have to find eigenvector. So by solving these characteristic equation, we'll get definitely 3 roots. Sometimes the roots are equal, sometimes the roots are distinct. Now here we got 3 roots are distinct. So those are lambda values are 1, 2, 3. Corresponding to each and every lambda, we will find eigenvector. So first consider lambda equal to 1. In place of lambda, substitute 1. We know the eigenvalues. So corresponding to each and every lambda, we get corresponding eigenvector. So for finding eigenvector, we have to take the homogeneous system. The homogeneous system is of the form Ax equal to 0 form. A is nothing but here A minus lambda I. X we have to find that unknown value vector we have to find equal to 0. A minus lambda I, which is nothing but matrix, X is nothing but unknown matrix. I am taking x1, x2, x3 equal to 0, 0, 0. Now, for corresponding lambda equal to 1, substitute in place of lambda 1. 2 minus 1 we have 1. Only diagonal elements change, remaining all are same. 2 minus 1, 1. Last row, 2 minus 1, 1. Into x1, x2, x3, which is nothing but 0, 0, 0. So, by taking the equations and solve for x1, x2, x3. So, from the first equation, I am writing x1 plus x3 equal to 0. And from the second equation, 0 into x1, 0. 1 into x2, we have x2. 0 into x3, we have 0. That's why we get x2 equal to 0. And similarly, last row, 1 into x1, x1. 0 into x2, 0. I am not writing here. 1 into x3 here, x3. x1 plus x3 equal to 0. So from this we write x1 equal to minus x3. So x2 already we got 0 and x1 equal to minus x3. So here we have to choose one arbitrary constant, either k or alpha. Here I am choosing x3 equal to some arbitrary constant, that is alpha. So substituting x3 here we get x1 value. So x1 is nothing but minus alpha. So therefore x1 is minus alpha, x2 is 0, x3 is nothing but alpha. So x1, x2, x3 we write in a matrix form. That is nothing but eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda equal to 1. So I am writing of the standard form x1, x2, x3 equal to x1 here minus alpha, or sometimes we choose k also. Any arbitrary constant. x2 is here 0, x3 is here alpha. I am writing eigenvector x in a one column matrix. So here alpha is a common, that is a vector, that is arbitrary constant. I am taking outside. So if we take alpha outside, we get minus 1, 0, 1. So minus 1, 0, 1 is nothing but eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda equal to 1. So we find only eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda equal to 1. Similarly, we will find eigenvectors corresponding to the eigenvalues lambda equal to 2 and lambda equal to 3. So now consider eigenvalue, second eigenvalue, that is lambda equal to 2. So substitute in place of lambda 2 in the characteristic matrix. In place of lambda, substitute 2. So generally we have the characteristic matrix is A minus lambda I of x equal to 0. A minus lambda is the characteristic matrix. In place of lambda, now substitute 2. So then the matrix become 0, 0, 1. Second row totally 0, 0, 0, 0. And last row, here we got 1, 0, 0. And x is unknown matrix. Let it be take x1, x2, x3 equal to 0, 0, 0. Now write the equation form. Take first row and first column. 0 into x1, 0. 0 into x2, 0. 1 into x3, x3. So here x3 value equal to 0, and similarly from third equation x1 also equal to 0. Now for any vector we have to choose one arbitrary constant. So in this already we got x3 value 0 and x1 value 0. From the first row I got x3 0, and the second row all the entries are zeros. So I am not getting x2 value from this matrix. So in the last row we have 1, 0, 0. 1 into x1, x1, and the remaining are zeros. So that's why there is no relation with x2 and x3. So I got here x3 and x1 are zeros. Now we have to choose one arbitrary constant. So now here definitely we have to choose the arbitrary constant x2 equal to alpha. So now write in a vector form. The vector form is here x1, x2, x3, capital X2. This is the second eigenvector we are finding. That's why I am considering x2. So the first eigenvector, take x1. x1 is the first eigenvector corresponding to the first eigenvalue lambda 1 equal to 1. For the second eigenvalue lambda 2 equal to 2 I am taking. Then corresponding eigenvector is x2. x2 is nothing but second eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda 2 equal to 2. So x2 generally we are finding unknown values x1, x2, x3. x1 0 and x3 0. x2 we take alpha, some arbitrary constant. So here we got 0, alpha, 0. Now if we take alpha common, we have 0, 1, 0 is the eigenvector. So already we know that the eigenvector must be a non-zero vector. X must be a not equal to 0. Nothing but at least one element or one entry in that matrix should be not equal to 0. So the second eigenvector is nothing but here 0, 1, 0. This is the second eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda 2 equal to 2. Similarly, we will find one more eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue, one third eigenvalue, that is lambda 3 equal to 3. For lambda 3 equal to 3, what is the eigenvector that we have to find? So the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda equal to 3. So take the characteristic matrix, that is A minus lambda I, and next consider the homogeneous system, that is A minus lambda I of x equal to 0. Now in the characteristic matrix, substitute in place of lambda 3. So if we take lambda equal to 3, only diagonals will change. So already there we have 2. 2 minus 3, nothing but we have minus 1. Here 2 minus 3, minus 1. Here also 2 minus 3, we got minus 1. Remaining entries all are same. 0, 1, 0 here. Here also we have 0, 1, 0. And next, capital X is the eigenvector that we have to find. This is the unknown vector. So that value we have to find. So the eigenvector capital X is x1, x2, x3, which is equal to 0, 0, 0. Now again rewrite the equations by using this system, Ax equal to 0 system. Take row and column, minus 1 into x1, minus x1, 0 into x2, 0, 1 into x3 plus x3. So from the first row, we got the equation minus x1 plus x3 equal to 0. From second row only we have two element, only 0 into x1, 0, minus 1 into x2, we got minus x2, 0 into x3, we got 0. So that's why we got minus x2 equal to 0. From the third row, we have 1 into x1, 0 into x2, 0. I'm not writing here. Minus 1 into x3, minus x3. So x1 minus x3 equal to 0. So here by solving we get x1 equal to x3. So here x1 and x3 are equal, and from the second equation we got x2 value is equal to 0. At least one entry should be arbitrary constant, which is either x1 or x3. Both x1 and x3 are equal. So let it take x3 value is some arbitrary constant alpha. If x3 equal to alpha, then x1 also alpha. So x1 equal to alpha, x2 equal to 0, and x3 is alpha. Now write the vector form. So the vector form is here capital X3. This is the third eigenvector. That's why I am writing x3. So x1, x2, x3. Now write the values. x1 is alpha, x2 is 0, and x3 is alpha. So from this alpha is a common, I am taking outside. If we take alpha outside, we get 1, 0, 1, which is the third eigenvector. Third eigenvector means for lambda equal to 3. Lambda equal to 3 is a third eigenvalue. So first eigenvalue is 1, second eigenvalue is 2, and third eigenvalue is 3. So we got 3 different eigenvectors. So for lambda equal to 3, we got another vector, that is 1, 0, 1, which is a third eigenvector. Corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda 3 equal to 3. So we have 3 different eigenvalues. So corresponding to each and every lambda, we have 3 different eigenvectors. So for lambda 1 equal to 1, and lambda 2, 2, and lambda 3 equal to 3. If we take lambda 3 equal to 3, what is the eigenvector? Capital X3 equal to 1, 0, 1. So combination lambda 3, if lambda 3 equal to 3, the eigenvector is x3 equal to 1, 0, 1. If lambda 2 equal to 2, the eigenvector is 0, 1, 0. If lambda 2 equal to 2, the eigenvector capital X is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. And again for lambda 1 equal to 1, first eigenvalue I am taking lambda 1, whatever it is, either 1, 2, 3. Based on that, we will find the eigenvectors. If lambda 1 equal to 1, the first eigenvector is minus 1, 0, 1. We got here minus 1, 0, 1. This is the first eigenvector, minus 1, 0, 1. So we got three different eigenvectors. If repeated eigenvalue or distinct eigenvalue, definitely we get three different eigenvectors. So corresponding to each and every lambda, we will get the different eigenvectors. So for the 3 by 3, definitely we have three eigenvalues and three eigenvectors. We write all the vectors in a matrix form. So first eigenvector is minus 1, 0, 1. I'm writing in a matrix form. And the second eigenvector is 0, 1, 0. And the third eigenvector is 1, 0, 1. So the eigenvector matrix is said to be a model matrix. Model matrix is here nothing but eigenvector matrix. So for lambda 1 equal to 1, for lambda 2 equal to 2, for lambda 3 equal to 3. We got three different vectors. I am writing in a matrix form. The matrix is said to be model matrix of the given matrix capital A. So by this we'll find eigenvalues, and similarly we'll find eigenvectors using A minus lambda I of x equal to 0 form. This is a homogeneous system. So A minus lambda I is the characteristic matrix, x is unknown matrix. So here we called that x is x1, x2, x3 and equal to 0. Make them equal to 0 and solve for unknown values x1, x2, x3. Those are nothing but eigenvectors. Hope you all understood this session. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.